Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie.
I am Aminata, and you know what? We're taking purple back, bitch.
We're taking purple back, bitches. Yeah, just a little fall refresher. You know, heading into fall, new season. We're gonna own purple, lavender.
I like purple. That was my color.
Rebranding. This is.
I have a whole purple room that you're gonna stay in. So we need to own purple, and purple doesn't even look good on Robin. So like.
Yeah. Hey, and let us know how much you love our new color, our new little, I don't know, not like rebranding, whatever.
Rebrand.
Give us a 5-star review. Click those 5 stars. You know, do what you will. Let's make this season of Sister Wives a smashing success by, you know, getting us out there a little bit more.
Do you want to put this thing in the top corner?
No, because we have it up top, but we can show it maybe tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll
show
the cover reveal, on the live
grand reveal, yeah,
which will be today actually if you're watching this in the morning. Correct. And so just so you guys know, I'm just gonna post this Hot Topics right at midnight so you guys can watch it beforehand, and then 11 o'clock Mountain Time. We're going live. We're coming in live, and we're just going to do the full watch along for Sister Wives. But we're also going to talk a little bit about Sister Wives here today, because why not? It's the hottest topic in town.
Yes. So every Tuesday, noon Central, we'll be doing a rewatch. Join us, maybe come in on your lunch hour. Just listen, comment if you want, or just listen on the replay or watch on the replay. We'll be doing the entire season. And then every Friday at 10 a.m. Central, we're doing a Brown Town, just kind of a recap of what's been going on in the week since the episode aired and reading Christine's book. So we're doing a little bit of housekeeping now. Should we just keep it rolling here?
Did you say that so that I wouldn't play that?
Oh, either way, doesn't matter.
Okay, here we go. We're in housekeeping. What do we got on Patreon?
Are this week in Girl Dinner, Tall, Hot, Blonde, the documentary. It was like it could have been the first documentary ever. Produced, because there are some cool PowerPoint transitions.
Yeah, it reads as like an true Hollywood story or like a we love the 90s type deal. That's how seriously they were taking this actual murder. Cold-blooded murder.
Yeah, kind of. It's the OG. What was her name? Kendra and Lauren from the what was the name of the documentary that everyone was going crazy?
Oh, the Unknown Number.
Unknown Number. Yes, kind of a catfishing, which Mary also opened up about this week. But check that out, Girl Dinner, Tall, Hot, Blonde. Coming up on Patreon, season 14, episode 7. Why not One House?
Why not One House? Well,
but what is it? What did you find?
What did you find? And why not One House? Let me count the ways.
Yeah. Starting with Robin doesn't want it either, but that manipulative bitch, she knows how to play it. Speaking of manipulation, might be king of them all. On Total Request Podcast, we watch 90 Day Journey, Colt and Larissa, aka Colt, manipulating many crazy women.
Well, but and also Debbie.
He makes them crazy.
He actually does make them crazy. And his eyebrows, I hate his eyebrows so much. They're their own fucking character. But after we recorded that, I went back to the beginning of Colt and Larissa's 90-day journey. It's really Colt's journey because
I was gonna say it's Colt
through like 3 different women, but it's such a good journey to like start with. It's not as dark as some of the other ones. It's like just the right amount of dark, but like zany. And Jess,
Colt is really the worst.
He's truly the worst. And he manages to find like some pretty kind of sick women. But like Jess, at least you'll enjoy watching her because she seems to leave the whole thing pretty unscathed. She's like, you're a fucking joke. She throws a shoe at him and he's like, you threw a shoe at me. It was so Radu. Like that is, if I threw a shoe at Radu after 2 hours of him screaming at me, that's what he would then focus on probably.
I can't believe you did that.
But you threw that wow. You sunk that low. So that's where we are.
He seemed really upset with his eyebrows.
Yeah. I never thought, I'm really gonna have to rethink this now. Anyway, that's a hot topic. Oh, also, guys, go check out my other Patreon, Pod in the City with me and Joan over there. Me and my buddy, we do. We're going through sex and just like that, we're redoing a hate watch, and we're trying to figure out what went wrong. Fridays at 2 p.m. we go live and we talk shit, and then Sex in the City.
Oh, check that out. There's a link at the bottom of our YouTube page, so you can just link right over to Pod in the City and check that out. All right. Let's talk about what we did this weekend.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a weekend update, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, let's do it. There it is.
Oh, great. Amanda, what did you do, girl?
Oh my God. I actually did. Okay, Friday. Friday was a rough day for me. I was on like the no sleep because we had the live and then the ladies came and joined us. We had to wake up at 4 to watch Special Forces. Then we had that live. Then I had a live with Joan. Then we did a recording. And then I had to go to Rock of Ages with my dad at the local community theater. And I took this, I didn't even want to put like the poster for the actual show we went to. But anyway. So I was dreading this shit, and it was going to be, there's an intermission in it. And I was like, I can't get out because I left at Sweeney Todd intermission for the exact same reason that I was so exhausted. So I'm like, I need to stick it through this whole thing. So I get there. My dad's already like halfway through an entire beer. And I immediately like grab his cider and I'm like smelling it. And then he's like, why don't you get a drink? Why don't you get a drink? Again, like, the regular rigmarole of like all the shit. Then all of a sudden he turns to me in line and he's like, no, but really, why did you quit drinking? And it seemed like he was genuinely asking. And I was like, I was not ready for the question. But then luckily it is my dad. So as I started answering eloquently, he had already thought of another question to ask and interrupted me with that. It was about,
good.
So great. I got out of that one. Anyway,
like, I'm not sure if we should do this without my therapist present.
Like we're in line for drinks. Like, because for a water. Anyway, we sit down. We're actually having a really lovely conversation. He actually said he would call in for our Glee episode. He would leave a little voicemail for us about
will he be wearing only his boxers just for me? Okay, we're like, John, I don't even recognize you with clothes on.
Oh yeah, without his attire on. Anyway, the show. Okay, so as I said before, we saw this on Broadway, me and my dad, over 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago when this first came out. And I don't know why we went. I asked him, I'm like, why did we see this? And he's like, I think Brad wanted to see it. I'm like, but we sat separately. He's like, yeah, I know, but Brad was with me. And I was like, okay, so something, there was some situation where we had 2 separate tickets and then my dad and Brad ended up sitting together and I sat alone. We all had horrible times because the people around us were having way too much fun. There were 40-year-old women in front of me and they were serving drinks in the aisle. Like they were trying to make it like a rock concert, which is too overstimulating for me at a Broadway show.
Well, they don't come serve drinks at a rock concert either, though.
I have never been to a rock concert.
Maybe a comedy concert. That's probably it. Yeah.
Well,
standing room comedy concert.
Speaking of the comedy, I was thinking I might like this show more. I'm like, well, now I am that 40-year-old woman. And like, I do love all these songs. It's like 5 bands signed their life rights away. It's like REO Speedwagon, Ozzy Osbourne, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, the Bret Michaels, like Journey, like 5 bands were like, you can take all of these songs and just make a musical out of it.
Okay.
So I don't know how this thing ended up on Broadway. This thing reads, spoiler alert, we both fucking hated it. I hated it more this time. I thought I'd like it. The jokes are so like just groaners. Like there's a part, this is the perfect way to describe
like you see them coming from a mile away, or like,
and they're not funny yet, Jodie. The audience around us, again, having the goddamn time of their life. And I turned to my dad intermission. I'm like, are we just too cynical for like, can we not experience joy the way everyone around us is? Because this is now twice that this is
I feel like I've gotten there too.
Where I'm like, that's not like, that's
just with life though.
Here's a joke that happens in this musical that will give the essence of the whole thing. So it starts with a guy playing the guitar and he's like trying to think up song lyrics, right? You like that old trope where he's like,
okay,
the simply the best, and then he can't think of a rhyming word, so he's like, she has great breasts. Audience goes fucking mad. Then he has like a third thing that rhymes with and it keeps going, and the audience is like, they have to hold for applause on this joke. And that's the funniest joke in the Act 1, by the way. Spoiler alert, not sure about Act 2, because we left an intermission.
Really?
Bad. Yeah, I couldn't get into this. The sound was the band was way too loud.
Oh my God.
I couldn't tell you a piece of this plot if you fucking asked me. Then my dad is like, my dad at intermittent, he's like, I want to leave, but he had bought his 50-50 tickets. So he goes up to, he knows everyone there. He goes up to the woman who does like props, who's there for some reason. And he's like, hey, so we're not really enjoying the show. Could you actually, if I win the 50-50, can you collect the money for me and give it to me later? And I was like, anyway, he didn't. He was too off from winning. And then we like hit the road.
Oh,
the show. I wanted, if anyone out there likes Rock of Ages, can you just explain to me like why? Like, and am I just like are me and my dad just too cynical?
Was it still a lot of like 40-year-old woo-woos?
No, there were like younger people than me there. That people like don't even know the songs. We're laughing at these.
Well,
jokes.
maybe that's it. Like
that the younger generation
seen it.
Funny.
Well, no, like you've seen it before, so you're like, you know. Like you already know what's coming anyway.
There was one joke that I did. I was the only one that guffawed at this. Is that this girl sleeps with the like hot guy, and then like later her best friend comes over and they're like walking across the stage and her best friend's like, so how was it? And she's like, magical. And she's like, how was his kisses? And she goes, magical. And she goes, how was his and the girl's like, smaller than I thought, but still magical. And
that's funny.
And then solo Kaczynski guffaw from the audience on that. And it was like ah!
And you were the only one.
No one else laughed at that. Too raunchy.
Was it like even your dad? Did your dad laugh?
My dad didn't like it either.
Oh.
But my dad, every time we see a show at this theater, he's complaining that the band is too loud. And I always say, didn't bother me like at all. Like I can understand what's going on. And then this time I was like, I think the band's too loud. And he's like, you think? Anyway.
Two Kaczynskis out on the town.
Yeah, you don't want us in your audience if the show is not stellar. Because we're going to be the two guys from the Muppets. Okay, here's a picture of my weekend with the dogs. Saturday was a real rough one. There were too many dogs.
Look at that little one in the front.
Yeah, that's Bluey.
Okay.
Every time she comes, I'm like, I never want you to come back. And then every time then they'll request in 3 weeks, and I'm like, sure, bring Bluey. It can't be as bad as I remember, and then it always is.
And it always
anyway.
Is.
But other than that, yesterday I just fucking cleaned this bitch top to bottom, floorboards, carpets, rugs. I was like, I felt fucking great. And then I started my period today, so I'm in horrible pain. Anyway, that's my weekend.
Fun. Oh, well, We had our lawn aerated, so where there was a lot of seeding, fertilizing, keeping up on the watering. I got to get out there, water twice a day. Auntie Debbie would know, you would know, right? So we're getting ready for a banger spring lawn. We're gonna have the greenest lawn on the block, Amanda. Also, and I'll talk about this more a little bit later, but was catching up on Vanderpump. We are a little bit more than halfway through season 5, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I wonder if we're in the same spot, because I'm about halfway through season 5. Oh my God.
Wow. Okay, so the other thing, and I texted you this weekend, this has been like we threw around earlier, but I'm just like finding it, like I can't quite like fully embrace my hair right now. I'm just figuring out what's going on. I do kind of miss the blonde, the dimension a little bit, figuring it out. So of course, TikTok knows this. So I'm getting a lot of these hair tutorial, hair updos, and we've talked about this before. Like I get these ones that are like, oh, to make it look like you have like a thick ponytail, you do this, and then you do a little mini ponytail, and then this, and then this, and then this. So after working out in the lawn, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a shower, get ready, come downstairs. We're gonna hunker. We're gonna watch some Vanderpump. And I thought I'd try out one of the new little hairdos that TikTok suggested. And I sat down, and this is like the closest thing to an insult that Adam has ever given me. And I was like, oh, but it was very accurate. He looked over, he's like, and I'm like, do you not like this is a new hair thing. And actually I did it because it's kind of Katie. Like Katie on Vanderpump goes through a stage where she's trying this half up thing. It's when she has the really bad long extensions that are like too heavy.
Yeah, that's me and Justine's favorite Katie season. And she has like not in a bad way, but she's eating. Like she has like a little weight on her, like normal weight, even though James calls her fat. But I think that's like the best Katie looks. But I like her also current day with like the bob.
Well, keep in mind I have maybe like 100 neonatal thin strands of hair on my head. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. So I tried a half up, and I was like, just tell me honestly. He's like, he's like, it looks like a mullet from the side. I'm like, what? So I'm like, take a picture. He's like, it kind of looks like Charlize Theron as Aileen Wuornos in the movie Monster, which I have often said I look like. So I was like, okay, so take a picture.
Oh my God,
this was my attempt. Yeah, I'm showing. Well, I'm covering my face. Don't worry. This was my attempt.
Okay, it looks really bad. What were you trying to do?
Doesn't like look good. What you thought
was. See, but here's the thing, though. I think probably like I feel like I always wear like updos, and from the front it always looks good, but I don't ever want to know what it looks like. But it's like a mess back there. That's where all the work.
This is what it looks like. Just look at this. Is what it looks like from the side.
Can you show me a picture of what you were trying to do, though?
Here, I'll just grab half, and then it was like this, like kind of knot, like a little half up knot like on top. There you go.
Like this AI picture of me. Hang on. This, okay. This.
Yes. AI Amanda's top knot.
Okay.
Well, again, when you have fine hair, it doesn't like to stay up on its own. So by the time I made it down a single flight of stairs, this is what happened. So I would like to, again, reintroduce maybe the idea of you and I doing TikTok hair tutorial.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, I would do that.
Like a week. Because I saw one that's supposed to be like exactly that, but you do like a half up knot or a half up pony. Then you do another pony underneath it, and you leave the base of your hair down. And then it's supposed to just look like one giant ponytail. That's not going to happen. It's going to look like two strands of hair in ponytail holders and then just hair out.
My hair is getting
okay. Well, we're going to try it.
When I was drinking, my hair would come out in clumps. I think my hair, honestly, it has doubled since I stopped drinking.
Must be nice. So anyway, that's really was my weekend, was just trying to not feel.
You know what you should invest in is one of those, like, it's like a donut sponge. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Those things are great. And then you can kind of like, I sung at my uncle's wedding and I had one of those, and my hair looks it looks like Carrie Bradshaw because I put that in, and then I mean my hair was dead by the end of the day. Also, it was bleach blonde at this point, but I back combed the entire thing, and then I just like wrapped it around, and it was like as big as my entire head. And I bet you could do that. You'd have to back comb though.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like when you dye your hair, when it's not blonde, like the blonde bleach actually like gives you texture.
Yeah, agreed.
And like, I don't have that. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out. But that was my weekend. Yard work and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my cool, healthy, thin hair. I'd rather just be unhealthy again and I'd be able to do whatever I want with it. Yeah. All right. Let's get to some
topics. Let's do it. Great. Okay. Well, let's start right out with some sister wives. Wait, put that back up. Mary's okay. Come on now.
This I think is from last season. This doesn't look like this season. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mary's like backlit by green there, but
not a good look.
I don't know.
And Janelle looks awful too.
I think Janelle looks all right. Christine. Okay. Well, Christine, first thing off about Christine I just thought of is that I don't like her talking head outfit. It's a little too frumpy. And it's like a weird, like, it's like an orange. It's like an orange double layer situation. And it just she actually looks good in most colors too. But I don't know. I wish she'd gone a little more like pow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I mean, we're going to really go into it on the watch along, obviously, but just general thoughts.
Robin, face full of herpes. She's stressed. Something's stressing her out lately. I wonder what it is. Money. Here's my general thought. And I thought it after I watched the screener, but then it's like I almost got too excited about the concept, and then I had to compartmentalize it into my brain to really let myself think about later. Then somebody did make this comment either on our Patreon or on our YouTube, and I was like, yes, this is my thought exactly. And it's that I believe that Cody is sick of Robin. Like, I think he does want to sleep with someone else. I'm actually really shocked. I think that's pretty much the overarching thing of that. And that's why she got kind of panicked. Like, you don't know how you're coming across. I think that he's pretty much saying in so many words, I did fall in love with you because you were the hot one. I am really horny. And he did say, maybe I want something that you don't want as much. She's not giving him the sex that he wants as much anymore. And it's only going to get worse. She's about to enter menopause. She's going to get bitchier. She's going to get bloodier. She's going to get more herpes are going to come with the hormones.
Oh yeah.
She's going to
sweatier.
And like, that's a shitty situation to be in. That's what I always, whenever I get into a relationship, that's what I always stress about is like, what's going to happen when I don't want to have sex and I know he does, and then I'm going to feel guilty all the time. That I think is kind of where they're at right now. And it seems pretty clear. And I don't think he was supposed to say that on camera, but then he did. No. And then she said, you don't know how you're coming across. And then he got defensive and said, well, I don't care because I'm a man and I'm in the manosphere. So I do think that he gets
too excited in the moment. He goes off script. And then she's like, wait, what? And she knows damn well how she and Cody behaved when they were courting.
Yep.
And she can't trust him to not fuck around and do what they did when they were courting before they were married.
So you're actually not special, Robin. You just literally were younger, thinner, came at a time where they had
the new hole. Sorry, but like,
it's a nice feeling though, isn't it? That like, even after they had to wait, sometimes you do just have to wait for a comeuppance, but they usually do happen.
We just need that guarantee, and that's impossible. Did you give that guarantee?
You gave.
Look what happened.
Guarantee.
You don't want someone to come into the family and do what you did to this family.
She knows it.
Oh, okay.
She knows it. And I think she's thinking, oh, maybe I'm not that special. maybe I was just thinner and younger, and that's all. And Cody's ego.
But she's cool. She's like, oh, you talk about sex? She's cool.
Oh, she's trying so hard to look cool. But I love that this is finally, we had to wait. And if you look at and just like that, not to bring up my other podcast, but Kim Cattrall, this is kind of the comeuppance she finally got. She had to wait 10 years because she refused to do that Sex and the City 3 movie because she's like, the material isn't good enough. I don't think it's going to be good. I want to leave Samantha where it was. And then for 10, 15 years, everyone's been what a bitch. And then whose side are you on? Sarah Jessica Parker or Kim Cattrall's? And now, and just like that turns out into a huge dumpster fire. And everyone's like, oh, she was right. She wins. But sometimes you have to just wait.
Yep. Just wait out your karma. It's a coming. Areola. We got to see Areola and Saul.
I honestly
getting ready for their first day of preschool. Oh, wait, middle school.
Cody's brushing Saul's hair. He's 13.
Saul is a year younger than Charlie because Charlie and Truly are the same age, I believe, because they were both like April. Charlie's April 12th, I think. Areola is April 10th.
So Charlie was born right around when Sister Wives debuted?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's fucking crazy.
The same age.
Are you brushing Charlie's hair every morning?
Fuck no. Honestly, I wish I could brush his hair every morning.
Make sure he showers, puts on deodorant.
Anyone who has seen a teenage boy knows this hair that's popular right now. It's just this mess of just a lot of hair on top. It's like this disgusting flop.
The girls look like shit too. Everyone's walking around just looking like, which I kind of like for the girls.
Everyone's just like sweat shorts and like their butt hanging out.
That was the look when we were growing up,
right? No, I mean that is wild. That would have been like what, his 8th grade year. 13.
Yeah, it's not even like, mom, oh, this is our tradition.
Here's your school equipment. So this is probably the first time Robin and Cody have been awake to actually get the kids off to school because Robin is going through one. She woke up, threw a blouse on. She's not sucking in. Like you could tell she like put on her fat blouse.
Did you catch her opening that drawer filled with scissors?
I have a photo. Don't worry. I took screenshots throughout the episode. I also spotted the dollies in the hallway.
Oh,
I didn't clothes. Oh, I got it. And Areola performing when she woke up.
Yeah, but Robin, did you see Robin there? Robin was like, like really nervous.
Looking at the camera too. Yeah, she's awake. Oh, you know, Ari.
Okay, then Robin and Cody, then don't try to do this then. Just let us watch. Your real life is probably way less awkward to watch.
Saul, it's not good to have a cell phone on your body.
What was that?
She's into like radio waves or some shit.
You know what? I bet she uses that so that she has an excuse to take everyone's phone away.
Of course. Take your vitamins, Saul.
But again, yes, please do take your vitamins. Can we show this?
This is insane. Anyway.
Can we show this hot off the presses new merch from Janelle?
Yes.
I mean, hilarious. They got that screener. I don't know if they get them because I think they just get them week by week, don't they? Like we do?
Probably, yeah.
They do. So I think they got the screener last week and Madison went right to work. She's like, we need to capitalize on this. So Janelle is now, she goes, because you knew I was going to have this shirt, laughing emoji. And I like these. There's an orange, a purple, and a black t-shirt in the script, the font of
Live, Laugh, Love, Farm. Yeah, it's the modern farmhouse font.
Yeah. Sister Witches. It's actually a really cute design. Anyone could wear this, even if it's not having to do with Sister Wives. And I love this because this will prevent Cody and Robin from saying shit like this on camera because they can't capitalize on their own bullshit. So I think
if they were smart, they would. If they were smart, they would put out some t-shirts. I don't think, well, people would buy them still, but
not as it wouldn't be like
well, it's about time because Janelle, it's been a while since Janelle put out a shirt. Like she got exhausted at 3. I think Hunter threw a bone.
The day after the episode drops. Like how that is so funny. And I wonder if Cody and Robin are watching like, oh no, we said a whole bunch of other shit throughout the season. They're going to be t-shirts for
I
all of
hope
those.
so.
And these are their own phrases that they're using. And now Janelle gets all the money for it. It's so beautiful.
Teflon Queen. Okay, we'll get more into that tomorrow. Do you want to talk about anything else about it?
What else happened? Oh,
Special Forces.
Mary and Jen going to not online, speed dating.
The fake snort, like,
oh my God,
so easy
Corey,
to read.
I listened to Corey and Carly, and when Mary's like, if you don't like my snort laugh, then you just don't get me. And Carly, I forget the exact wording, but she's like,
okay,
I think Mary isn't letting herself acknowledge like the issues with her own personality as well.
Oh yeah, it's not the snort. It's a lot more than the snort.
Also, yeah, you need to take ownership of how like you're actually kind of difficult to be around. And the snort laughing is actually a major part of it. It's that you're so immature and you need to let yourself come to a level where you can just like let the joke wash over you and then move on with your life immediately.
Right.
Instead of laughing for 20 seconds. Why is Jen going with her? Somebody on our comments was like, I wouldn't put it past Jen to like have Mary wearing an earpiece, like in the movie.
Oh yeah, like she's at another booth. It's a Housewives episode. It's a Housewives trope. Like next, Mary's gonna decide like, do I want another baby? And she has like one of those fake babies or some shit.
So Mary's still dating that guy, by the way.
What guy?
This guy that she's going to meet on the speed dating. Dave, I think his name is.
Oh, well.
You know how I know that?
Go swimmingly.
Because I saw a TikTok video of like one of those, my favorite TikTok sister-wise girl. I don't know what her name is, but she's like cool. I think she always wears like kind of trendy shirts. And I don't know. She kind of looks like Toni Collette-ish, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. But she was talking about how like Mary's the guy that she's going to go on the date with looks like, God, did she say like Dick Cheney or like Joe Biden? She said he looked like a politician. And she's like, oh, I hope that's okay, Mary, if you're watching. And then Mary wrote in the comments, ha ha, he's going to love that. Meaning I'm still talking to him. So they're still dating.
They could be friendly and not dating.
Well, because Mary's best friends with all her exes. She's the favorite ex after all. She still talks to Amos too.
Right, because Mary thinks they're still friends. It doesn't mean they are. Mary is that person that thinks she's closer with people than they actually are.
Because Mary's that much of a pick-me that she's like, I'm friends with all my exes. Because you let them walk all over you. She doesn't have boundaries.
Yeah. Also, make sure you're checking out Special Forces, which we will talk about every Friday at 10 Central. I had to get a screenshot of Cody just going, you know how I love quarterbacks.
What a weird thing to say.
I'm keeping this forever.
Somebody explained that it's because they do spend, I think, a day or two together, like meeting each other. They do a little like a little social, little mixer before they actually get into the activities.
You know how I love male athletes.
So he must
know.
Yeah, so he must have been walking around the room really like talking about that. That's why he had to reiterate it later.
When he told Johnny Manziel like how to breathe and he puts his hand on his stomach as if he's like a shaman. He's like, Johnny, hope I didn't hurt your mellow. I was just trying to help you breathe.
By the way, I did.
You know I love quarterbacks.
You know how I love. And Johnny's like leaning his head out the window about to pass out.
Yes, he just didn't say anything. He's like, fuck.
I did check off some of this bingo.
Yes.
I checked off the ones that did happen. And I didn't even go like funny with this. I'm like, no, like I think he will actually do all of these things. So I'm not even going to reach. These are the things he definitely did is that starts a bromance with a cast member, mansplains or being a know-it-all. Cody's real hairline is exposed, and Cody knows a cast member who's never heard of him, which is Jussie Smollett. Definitely didn't know who Cody was, but he sure hates Cody.
I can't wait to talk about that.
All right, let's move into, who's next?
Yes. Plathville. Holy shit. Okay, Kim Plath is the worst.
Yeah.
She's fucking crazy. So let's get into this episode. Veronica is called to the Plath cabin, home, whatever the fuck this is. The land of love seats and chair and a halves. Like everyone is
but also
it's
such an uncomfortable environment because it looks like they're about to move out. Like there's just not, it's not a lived in feel to it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how would you have handled this? Because the second I realized what was happening here, I would be out that door. Even if they're like, you don't get paid a cent for the whole season, there's no way I'm putting myself through that. No way.
No. A soon-to-be ex and his entire family sitting me down to tell me what an awful person I am, even if they were correct, even if they were justified. I'm not saying they were, but even if they were, that's insane that you would consider doing that. Like, get her in here, call her over. You're going to break up in front of her, and we're all going to pile on her. Yeah. For something she wasn't even there for. Like, that isn't her fault that his nose got cut.
No, here's the thing. She was staying away. But then Ethan's going to say in the next episode, like, well, the cows didn't need you to be feeding them, which is that would really hurt that would break me the most, I think. Because it's like, well, I was just trying to I was trying to stay away. Yes. I was trying not to cause
drama, even though Veronica, like, she loves causing drama. We get it. She needs some help. But sitting someone down and just having a pile-on of 5, 6 people just piling on you. She held her composure really pretty well.
She does. I was impressed with her. And I thought she looked really, like, her whole outfit was on point. Her hair looked right because she didn't get wasted afterward with the family. Oh, Kim.
What do you think about Kim?
Dude.
Yeah.
Not good. Oh God, this is a rough angle you got here.
Well, it's the only angle because even later, Kim is just sitting there with a blanket, over her lap. She also is sitting outside with a blanket over her lap when Ethan shows up, and they have like a pretty sexual conversation.
Episode.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, a little. Well, no, they'll have seen this tomorrow.
No, it airs tonight if you're watching this Tuesday.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
little sneaky peeky of a Kim.
Little sneaky peek. Kim and Ethan have a little sexual moment with a cigar.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little Bill Clinton-esque. Well, perhaps.
But didn't she begin like that? The season began with them with stogies as well. Like so, like this is the whole arc.
Tip, Amanda. Just the tip. Needless to say, Kim is also sitting here as if she is FDR in a wheelchair with a blanket atop her lap. I mean, like, I get it. We
Tony
get it.
Soprano. More like, this is what I've accomplished this season.
No, she's using the blanket as a pillow, as Jeremiah or Isaac or whatever is doing over here too. He's got a pillow on his lap. He knows what he's doing. So yes. Okay. So they pile on. Micah and Veronica go back to Boca and they break up. They don't speak again. The whole family's like, we're going to go with you, Micah. We'll protect you. God. I mean, best thing that's ever happened to her is getting away from this family. So I don't know. Be best. What I loved most was this scene with Barry and Kim.
This is also in the next episode.
Okay, well then I'll just say, keep your eyes peeled for that. It's not a sleeper. I'm sorry, Amanda. I get excited. Okay,
because we record and then it drops the day of, so like it seems like forever when the last episode aired. But all we actually should be talking about is just the intervention. That's all that happens in that last episode.
Okay. Well,
next week we'll really get into it.
Okay. Well, again, I'm going to put this up here. Keep your eyes peeled because I can't decide whether Barry is just like an evil genius or whether he is like such a piece of shit. Like, I don't know who I want to side with at the end of that talk.
Never Kim. But then also Barry is a white man.
I know. And it was like such a shitty move what he does. But
we hate them both. Kim is truly awful. And I do actually believe that Kim is very much like, she's not a product of Barry. She's a product of her own handsome woman mother, I assume. Yes. Like, I feel like this is more generational than it is the man did this to her. Men did this to her, but not this man.
Barry did somewhat. I think Kim fell into the role of being like, oh my God, he's gonna like change everything. And like I want him to like be the man of the house because then I can feel safe and I can just like, you know, be myself and he'll protect. But then that created like Barry having a controlling and power dynamic. And then Kim didn't like that. So that's where it got like real fucking weird and dysfunctional in her family, where he probably was like hovering for her a lot and weird codependence.
Also, does she know, had the DUI happened at the time of filming that scene? Because she's like, I don't know if I've just gotten a very public DUI. I don't know if I would then go into filming a scene and making a little joke about oh, buy me a glass, or if you really want to be nice, buy me a whole bottle.
Yeah. Well, does he or doesn't he? All right, let's get to Seeking Sister Wife because Lorrana caza. I left this as a little note. I mean, I was like, what the fuck is Lorrana caza?
Well, it's because you wrote it random. Yeah.
Well, that is how. So in the captions for Seeking Sister Wife, Garrick Merfield, he over and over says to Lorrana caza, which I think means like, we're here at the house, Lorrana, in Garrick speak. Okay. Because the whole time they're driving there and when they arrive, he's just going, Lorrana caza. I mean, he does it in a weird affect and I can't stand it. It's so gross. And Danielle does it too, where she's like, tomato.
She's learned a little bit more than Garrick has, but they take her home now from the airport to meet his parents, and then that got
her parents.
What?
That's her parents. Her dad and her brother.
Right. And then the guy that looks like Radu, he really looks like Radu. Oh, yeah. The brother. And then Garrick starts crying over Danielle's brother because like just he doesn't have a friend. I think just because this guy like actually chooses to be, he's like, I guess I have. If Danielle broke up with Garrick today, that guy would be like, bye.
Oh yeah. See, well, that's why he's like, you need to get a prenuptial agreement because this is my business too. You could fuck me over. And I've seen how much money you guys have lost over the years trying to I don't know,
do whatever this you're doing.
Like have to buy a bride to come here, I guess.
Yeah, and Danielle and Garrick then have a talking head right after that, and they're like, if Bert had gotten married to Garrick, it actually really would have turned out financially very badly for us. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not legally married to him anymore, and he's going to legally marry someone else, meaning they get half just like Robin and Cody did for a reason.
By the way, we get to meet Jeremiah and Solomon, who are just incels in the making.
I know. And Jeremiah with a G. With a G.
Oh, is it? Oh my God, really? Jeremiah?
Jeremiah. Gary. Yeah.
They come meet her, and then the boys have like a talking head where one of them is like, oh, I think one wife is good enough, and the other one's like, oh, I wouldn't say that. I'm like,
it's the oldest one. The oldest one is like the rule file. Like, mom and dad are gonna be mad if you say that. Come on.
He has the shaggy hair too that you were talking about. Just the mop.
Yeah. But you can tell the younger one. He's like kind of popular. He's got that look about him.
He's a little better looking, yeah.
And that's why the brother's like, oh yeah, well, you have like more than one girl in your phone. Yeah, because you're young and he's not married. He's allowed to have like 50 numbers in his phone if he wants.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But how fucked, I was thinking about that. I'm like, how fucked up that would be if I were bringing other women into this house and I have teenage boys and they know that their dad is fucking this new chick. Yeah. And mom's in her room bawling and sobbing again. And there's another like a 2 or 3 year old kid or whatever.
Oh yeah, the generational gap that like those brothers and that little girl are not gonna have a relationship.
I cannot imagine starting over with another baby. Oh my God.
But that's how she's gonna keep Garrick now, because otherwise, what would they talk about all day? Now at least they have something to do. There's a Sondheim musical called A Little Night Music, and the plot there is where Friedrich marries this like 18-year-old girl, and then he also has a son who's 18, and then spoiler alert, they end up together at the end, and the audience is thrilled.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Because that's appropriate. So that's
right.
I feel like one of these brothers needs to fuck this girl once he turns 18.
That's not
That
gonna
would
happen.
naturally be what would happen. She's gonna like live with them now. How old is she? 24?
Young. She looks
26
too young and
at
too
most.
smart to be there.
That's the thing.
And
She's definitely smart. She knows what she's doing.
but here we go again, because Danielle has to move to the sister room.
Oh my God, she's like, oh.
Yeah, where I still do not get that. That is so fucked up. You need to have your own bedroom. But Danielle believes that like Garrick deserves to have his own room because he's like king of the castle.
That's how Robin was.
He's like our king here. Okay, well, I'm sure your kids have their own room. You can't, like, you only have
but
what?
It's almost so that we can keep track of each other, or so that Danielle, can keep track of all of your activities. Also,
yeah, that's it. It keeps everyone like
my
equal.
office, by the way. The room for 2 people is as big as my whole office.
Well, it's okay, Amanda, because they share a bathroom. They'll have a bathroom ensuite that they can share.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I would love sharing a bathroom with my sister. That's worse than a kitchen.
Stock up on some poopery.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you're sharing a shitter, like when you have your period, your shower stuff. Like, I don't want the other person who's fucking my husband sharing my bathroom with me. Ew, like, you need to have something of your own.
Speaking of rooms that are too small and that look like, okay, let's talk about what is it, the Davises. I want to talk about that boom boom room because it looks like Room. Have you seen the movie Room, where it's about like that guy
that's the one you want me to see? I can't watch it.
I can't.
There's no way I can. You've told me that you want me to watch Room.
I don't think so.
Yes, there's like Room and The Room.
I wanted you to watch The Room, but not Room. That's not a movie I care about at all.
Okay. But it's like the mom and the kid are kidnapped and they live in a room.
Right. So that's what the boom boom room looks like. It looks like a hostage situation.
They're not using that as a boom boom room. They're all fucking in the big bed. Let's get real.
Both situations are awful. Oh,
I think they're all fucking in that big bed because the women are all fucking each other. Didn't we like come to that like universal conclusion?
But are they not allowed to say that or something? I wonder if TLC's like, we need to separate this from like you guys actually just being poly, which is what you are.
Right.
But for some reason, they just want to keep it as sister wife. Because why aren't they allowed to just say that? Because they say that on their own social media, right? That they're just a poly family. So there's something about production where they want forcing them to keep it as, well, none of us are fucking each other.
Well, if you think about last season when we had the foursome, God, what the hell were their names? Wasn't there a Danielle in that one too?
Yeah, Danielle, but she's the one that left. But then there was also like Crystal or like Jasmine. It was Jasmine. But then she had already been with them for a while. So then Danielle had to act like she was not happy about it. But anyway, it turns out, surprise, surprise, Danielle couldn't take it. So she left. Thank God. And now there's a new girlfriend. Her name's Teresa. She is an aspiring rapper. And the nice thing, though, is that she's really enmeshed in the family already. And she's gotten to know the baby really well. And now the baby is now old enough to have real memories so that when this ultimately crashes and burns, now there'll be another person that this little baby recognizes that is all of a sudden gone.
Oh, well, don't worry, because there's another child in the mix. That is her Teresa's child.
That's great.
Damien, I believe. That's a positive name, Damien, as like the devil.
When we talk about Reese and Billie Jean in a second, the sister does bring up a point. Like, I think it's bad for the kids, and maybe I think the solution to a lot of these issues would be, if you want to try doing the sister wife thing or the poly thing, maybe let's just make a rule that we wait until all the kids are 18, and then you can try having your like second wind or your midlife crisis or whatever this is. I just don't think it is fair to bring any children into this.
Yeah. Well, when you have people going in and out, it would be the same thing if someone always had a dad had their kids and there's constantly women in and out. Same thing if single mom bringing men in and out. Like, it's this constantly changing yeah, like weird
revolving door.
dynamic. Yeah, now this woman and Damien are here. Is this person my sibling or not? And then there's William.
Who?
They have their son William, who's still like floating around the house while
like
Nick is fucking his mom and all these other women. That's gotta be so weird for these boys and girls.
Then there's also the Polly family, who, by the way, came out, I think, last week and said, "Oh, we're actually not, we're not signing on for another season." And we're like, "Yeah, we know, because all the."
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Didn't they? Oh, there was something I was thinking about with them when we were just talking. Anyway,
those kids too, like those people seem like they're actually going to be together for, I guess, a while. But those kids are going to be fucked up too.
Well, yeah, especially with that like gingery dad. But this whole situation. Okay, so we find out that Nick obviously is married to April. April's got her daughter William from a previous relationship, but has been raised by Nick. We have Jennifer or Jen,
who's doing a hair journey right now. That's like that of a 15-year-old girl who's like kind of trying out. She's going through a
emo. Phase. Yeah,
I'm gonna be me.
I'm gonna have dark underneath and blonde on top.
Okay, but you're like.
I have a rebel streak.
Yeah. All right.
She's pregnant again. She has Vera, who's like 2 or 3, very articulate, very talkative. When I saw Vera in the high chair, I was like, oh, okay. She's still young. But then over at the alpacas, she's like, I want to see the alpacas. Are they nocturnal? Like, she was like very talkative. Nick's probably been spending a lot of time teaching her.
Maybe. I mean, that actually might be true, which is so annoying. But the alpaca trip, love this. Did you see April's outfit for this? I couldn't think of a worse.
Dress is real weird.
Like going to a job interview and we're going to see some alpacas. Wear a sweatsuit. But then also, what's her face? Teresa comes in. So here's what I'm looking at. Teresa. She's wearing like
fly girl outfit.
A what?
She looks like she should be on like In Living Color as like a fly girl, like a dancer.
Oh, yeah, sure. But it's like
she lives in that era too.
It's an outfit. And I think this is an example of this looks really good in the mirror while I was standing there kind of sucking in and like turning and like on.
Yep.
I feel like anyone who happens to be a friend of, your friend is on Teen Mom and you're going to go do a scene where you're drinking beer together. Yep. Maybe bring a few outfits and then jump on camera and be like, can I see what I look like really quickly?
Yeah.
And then I'll rejudge what I'm going to look like, because I guarantee you that Teresa looked really good in the mirror wherever she was.
She didn't know she was going to be bending down.
And just like walking around, breathing, laughing, coughing.
Yep. Having an alpaca take its hoof and pull her shirt down. I would have died. Like, honest to God, I would have had a coronary event and died.
Can we go visit some alpacas when you come to Calgary?
No. I don't do petting of any animals.
Fingies everywhere.
No. Like those drive-through zoos, petting zoos. No.
I'd have such a blast.
This is, I don't know if this is going to end well. I mean, I could see Teresa just being with them because she seems kind of weird. They're very
an aspiring rapper, Jodie. That's obviously why she's trying to just get any kind of social media presence.
Well, obviously that she's with Nick because like Nick does encourage the women to have their financial independence. So that way, if they ever choose to leave, they can just leave him because they're the ones working. He's staying home with the child.
I want to hear her rap. She's also 6'3". And Nick is 5'3".
I cannot stand Nick. He's so smarmy and slimy and creepy and predatory and like, I mean, he would be the guy that like you're in line at the grocery store and he's behind you and he's like, hey, looking nice today. And you're like,
he tell you to smile.
Yeah. Or he like just do a look you up and down and be like, looking real good today. And you're like, that's kind of creepy, but it's like it catches you off guard where you don't quite know how to respond.
Yeah.
Like you would want to be like, what the fuck, dude? But then you would be rude. You couldn't do that, right?
I would be rude. I'll never forget about the time I was standing in line at Best Yet Supermarket holding Preparation H hemorrhoid cream, and some guy told me I should smile.
Did you just hold up the box?
Man told me. I think I just like blocked it out.
Cute.
Ignore.
Cute. What about?
Oh, there's a new family. Oh, yes. Reese and Billie Jean. Basically, they just go to Reese's sister's house. The dogs are going, this is like my house. Every time, and as I was watching this, on TV, there's a doorbell ring, and then all the dogs on TV go crazy. So all my dogs go crazy. It was a real fun watch. God. But they tell it's the sister and then some girl with
his cousin, Reese's cousin.
And he's like, well, I'm going to get a sister, right? And the way his sister laughs is so funny. It's so visceral. It's like, what?
And then, well, she's like, so she'll be like a lesbian with you. That's what I thought was funny when she said to Billie Jean. So like, you'll be lesbians together. The wording was great. She's like, no, she'll be like a sister, a friend. And the Reese is like, and she'll be my wife. Okay. I mean, they knew what they were doing. They're going to an ultra conservative relative, throwing this out there. They got a reaction, which is exactly, I'm sure, what production.
I gotta say, I'm not a conservative girl. I'm not really a religious girl, but she made all good points. Every point she made, I was like, yeah, it's correct.
It just seems for them, they are doing this to just have a bigger family. Like IVF is expensive. Let's just do it this way. A couple dates with a woman, that's much cheaper.
Right. Do you want to talk about the Johnsons?
Yes, let's talk about the Johnsons. New family. Okay, new family alert. Oh God, Angelica. Yeah. And okay, first of all, Angelica looks like she's 14. She looks like
she really does.
I'm forgetting his name.
And Matthew is the other girl. They've been dating Scheana for 3 years, and it looks like the check for the braces just cleared because braces are back. Why is that like such a trend in this show? That like the new
braces. I don't know.
Incoming person has adult braces.
I don't know, but it is. It's like a TLC trope. You got to have someone with adult braces.
Hilarious.
Like this seemingly is working relationship-wise.
The women love each other, so great.
And they did cheers to, I had to go back, they cheers to communal cock. I thought it was communal, the other C word, but they cheers to communal cock, that they're fucking the same guy.
All right. Oh, God.
I mean, this seems like he's having two totally different relationships at two totally different houses. But he really is still committed to his actual wife. Like that part I don't understand. I'm like, so is she moving or not? Because
I think it actually
they've been dating 3 years.
Yeah, it seems like the logistics are bad because of the distance, and let's say it together, they both have kids. You should fucking wait. But it's Angelica says she's a real loner, and I think she's a little bit agoraphobic too. So I think that this actually might be more for her to just have a friend, because I think there's a lot of these people we see don't seem to be able to self-soothe, like we were talking about, and just they consider being alone as being lonely. I think that's a lot of the issues with Angelica, especially. I think she can't be alone, and Matthew's away a lot. So she's like, I get really lonely, and I'm kind of a loner, and I don't really go out a lot.
So kind of like Christine and Robin, like they could walk down to each other's houses.
Yeah.
If they move closer. Yeah. And then they have like same age children. It could be fun. It could be really fun.
It technically should work really well.
I mean, I think if the one chick moves closer, it has a possibility of working. In the long run, probably not.
Or the two women end up leaving Matthew and like end up hooking up together.
Oh God. Right. Now we didn't get to see the Peralta family. This is one with Yesel. He just seems like an absolute dick, because we're going to see that he once again is back on the apps.
Yeah, and we
Trolling
forgot
for
to
women.
mention last week
Cool.
that his ex-wife is best friends with this new wife, and she's like
Oh,
part
I
of
thought
the.
we mentioned that.
I don't think we mentioned it last week. We forgot.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah,
we'll get to them next
a
week.
piece of shit. And the new wife needs to get the fuck out. Like he just wants to have permission to cheat, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
When
Well,
you hit your rock bottom, you know.
It's a great season though. I'm like obsessed with it. It's so good. And like already Danielle's crying because what's her face held the baby and the baby likes her and she's like,
oh right. She's like, she's getting bonded with Lorrana. I love it really a lot.
All right, Reynolds v. Levy, a Canadian feud. Except Levy doesn't even seem like he gives a shit, but everyone else does.
Right. Yes. So there is. So I saw a TikTok kind of talking about it before I actually saw the clip. If you don't know what we're talking about, there is a clip of Eugene Levy, Ryan Reynolds on the red carpet, and
for the John Candy doc. Because they produced, they co-produced that together.
Okay, here, you describe it because you probably know more about it than I do.
Oh, that's really it. Just they're producing this John Candy doc. So they're currently doing a press tour for it because it comes out on the 10th, October 10th. And they were on the red carpet. And I guess there's a clip where Ryan Reynolds is apparently being a dick to this little kid. But then this is why we need to just stop just looking at clips and stop jumping to conclusions, guys. But this, I will be on his side for the fact that in the clip that everyone's seeing, there's a little kid and he's like, hi, so nice to meet you. You look great. And Ryan Reynolds very bitchily is like, hi, nice to meet you too. Let's get right to the question. But if you back the clip up, it's because Ryan was trying to talk to everyone. And right when he got up to this kid, his manager was like, let's move it. We need to move it along. So then Ryan was saying it bitchily to the kid as like an aside, like, let's get right to the,
right.
Fine. That clip aside, but there was another clip where it was like a lip reader situation where they're on the red carpet and I don't know what happened, but Eugene Levy like put his hand on Ryan Reynolds' shoulder and like whispered something to him. And then Ryan got bitchy back at him and was like, don't tell me how to talk to people. And Eugene Levy was like, what?
Yes. Yeah. And you can like hear it. He's like, yeah, I don't need help to blah, blah, blah. He said something really dickish.
Sir, do you know who you're talking to? Do you know, especially in Canada, as a fellow Canadian, do you realize who you're like speaking to? And that this Eugene Levy is almost untouchable, I feel. Unless something horrible comes out about him, he's like right at the top there.
And his face looked at Ryan like he was like, wait, what? And he kind of does like a, okay, that was weird sort of a thing. And then like goes back to talking to someone else like, what? Like, what the fuck was that? Why did he just, it's very obvious. And like, that is just so telling to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's like being rude to a waiter. Once you do that, I think of you completely differently. Like you and your wife, sir, are horrible people. And I believe all the bad stuff.
Why do you keep going out in public even?
Well, and like now I'm like, you're not that cute. Like you're not that cute to be acting that way. Right? Like he's not that good looking. He's not that like talented, funny. He's kind of one note. They're not doing themselves favors. Speaking of feuds going on, I don't even know about this, and I'm so excited because you're going to fill me in on a Tamra Judge, Real Housewives of Orange County versus Scheana Shay. It's all happening on Vanderpump. What? And what is Scheana wearing here, by the way? Because it's like the least flattering thing I've ever seen on anyone.
Okay, so Tamra so Scheana's just been, here's what happened. Oh, sorry, take it down. Scheana put out her book, right? Oh God, let's go back to the fact that the Valley.
War and Peace, basically, yeah.
She's trying to get a spot on the Valley, like full term.
Oh.
Right? But then it came, so she put out this book with this RHOC reveal in it, right? About the cheating scandal and all that. Shocking.
So wait, are they still together now?
Yeah, of course. He apologized. He said it would never happen again, Jodie.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
He didn't feel worthy.
He's a changed man.
Yeah. He did it because he didn't want to have sex with her because he respected her too much.
I got it. Yeah.
Anyway, so she assumed that would be a guaranteed, we're going to, we're gonna like seal her into the deal on the Valley. But then also another pesky thing that happened in the book is she kind of spilled a lot of tea about background production in her book, about how things are very overproduced, and how they reenacted a lot of scenes, and like a lot of the producers were like telling them to redo things, or like maybe you should set the scene up. And like, I guess Bravo doesn't love when the audience knows that scenes are fake.
Right.
So she like, then it came out on, I think, Up and Adam.
Okay.
That but this is true, because then other things were coming out from other content creators and the Valley cast, that Scheana hasn't filmed anything for this season. They're like shut out. They put Luke, Brittany's gay bestie from the Valley, posted a photo of the entire gang, including Schwartz and Lala. They've been shooting together, the two of them, a lot, and I actually kind of like that dynamic a lot. So I'd be fine with that. And he wrote, the gang's all here. And it's like the whole cast of the Valley, but like Scheana's not there. So Scheana fucked up. So Scheana continues to go around, and like Lala was doing her podcast, and somebody submitted a question, or she was doing a live where they're like, what are your thoughts on Scheana? And Lala's like, I don't know, like Sheena's gonna Scheana. So then Scheana saw that and then went on her podcast and was like, I think that's really fucked up, because I didn't even want to promote my book, and she knows what she did. So she continues to perpetuate this. And then Tamra Judge was on Watch What Happens Live. And again, he was like, who's the person you're least excited to see at BravoCon? And Tamra's like, Scheana, Shay. And then I don't know who the other person was with Tamra. Do you know what I'm talking about here? There was another woman with her who had an accent, and she's like, me too. And they both have like individual beef with Scheana. So then Scheana retaliated to Tamra about it. And it's like, Scheana, just stop.
Oh, Scheana.
It's Tamra. Did you go to Bass Lake?
Yes.
Okay.
Tamra's. Did you go to Bass Lake?
Okay.
Oh God, Scheana. There's no way Scheana can like battle against Tamra. Tamra scares the fuck out of like everyone. Yes.
From what I know about her, I like her.
Tamra?
I don't like that she turned her back on. Is she the one that turned her back on? What's her face? Shannon Bedore. That's also her.
Oh, she turns her back on everyone. Yes.
But that happened last season. Okay.
I mean, well, everyone. So actually, speaking of Real Housewives of Orange County, so Orange County and Salt Lake are on. Are you watching Salt Lake?
I'm not watching anything. Did you go to Bass Lake? No.
Okay, so Orange County, they're kind of at this thing where they're like, okay, it's everyone kind of against Tamra, because Tamra is just like an awful person. She will just, well, first of all, they're following like her drinking storyline, and
Tamra's drinking storyline or Shannon's?
Both actually.
Okay.
It's like it's a big running thing. Who's drinking? Gina. They're kind of trying to get Gina to be like the voice of reason for the season, but people don't really love Gina's shtick. Katie is like off the show right now. The beautiful Asian woman. They kind of like bullied her off the show because they said she was lying. There's like a lie detector test. It's getting like,
love it.
It's very Orange County. It is different than other seasons. It's kind of trashy. Not a lot happens. Like Gina and Emily are kind of like, I don't know. Emily has an awful testimonial look. That's like, she looks like very broad and whatever. I think it might be her testosterone injections that I'm going to be looking into. But I don't want to look like that. So I'm a little afraid, but I think it's a great season. Some people hate it and are like not watching it anymore. I think it's like, it's great. We got Heather Dubrow on there, which sucks. So it's a good hate watch.
You
now, Salt Lake City.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now Salt Lake City. I hate that Mary is on it again. Like, I don't know why they keep having Mary. I hate it. Like, let her go. She was like a cult leader. Like, we gotta let it go.
I do get irritated at I don't even want to say the gay community. I just think the community of people who are so adamantly against fat shaming, and they'll cancel someone for nothing. But then Mary, oh, she's so fabulous. No, she's not. She's not.
Oh yeah,
fabulous.
She's so kooky, crazy. Like
no, she isn't. She's bad. And like, why are you're able to uncancel her, but not I don't know. You can't. Well, I don't want to get into.
I think because her son is having like an issue with like drugs and prescription pills and stuff right now, but it's like that's
also,
not even.
You're his mom, so maybe those two things are actually connected, and you're not a hero for this. I don't know. I mean, she's a horrible person.
She's getting like a more mellow edit, but I'm like, but that's not allowed. She was a horrible person. Bronwyn. People like hate her. They think she's a liar. I don't know why. Like I still enjoy her on the show.
I've always liked her from what I know.
Lisa Barlow. Amanda, you got to jump in because Lisa.
What's she doing?
Lisa's having some financial issues. Like
no,
she's being sued and she's super embarrassed about it. So she didn't go on the first trip because she said she had to like go to some fabulous party with Blake and Ben.
Who's that?
Blake Lively and Ben Affleck. And they're like, okay. But they all start talking about
whatever.
Shit, I don't know.
They just both will be there.
Sundance or some shit. But they're like calling Lisa out. And Lisa has like, she got like work done, but she has like a weird wonky eye in one of her testimonies. You will be fascinated, Amanda. You just tune into the latest episode because Lisa finally like makes an appearance and it's wild.
How many episodes are there? Just a couple?
2 or 3 right now.
Maybe we'll knock those out. We'll knock them out.
Angie, Greek Angie is really making like a way for herself.
Okay.
Whitney has red hair right now, and she loves everything.
Ooh,
it's for her daughter, but she loves everything.
Justin and I put all our money in, like millions, and it's all gone.
So you're missing a good season. You better jump in. Jump in so we can talk.
Can we really quickly circle back around to Scheana and Tamra and just tell us and throw out a couple points about a VPR update for yourself?
Oh, okay. So VPR. So we're maybe 2/3 of the way through season 5.
Okay, what is happening?
Kristen is insane. I don't even know, like, for her own mental health, I don't know how they like kept re-signing her without like some sort of liability risk assessment, because I truly am like concerned for anyone around Kristen. Jax is just disgusting. Brittany needs to fucking leave. Like everyone is giving you all the red flags. I don't know what else to tell you, girl. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
Like there was Pride, right? Has Pride happened?
Pride's happened, yes. Okay. James has slept with like everyone.
Okay, the episode I just watched yesterday is where James is doing a gig and then like Kristen and Jax and the 2 girls that he fucked show up and confront him in front of everyone, and then he like flips out at everyone and he calls the girls ugly. Have you got to that yet? You're probably an episode away then if you are.
Okay, maybe. A lot's going on. We're still trying to figure out who this girl in the back left.
Justine said that she's the filler. That they'll in the earlier seasons they'll just have like a couple filler. Or she probably works at SUR, but just like just the body.
Okay, some random chick. Also, this necklace that Kristen is wearing, it's like a very thick metal choker. Mm-hmm. Brittany wears it at some point. Someone else wears it. It like makes its rounds. I want to know, does Kristen end up with this, what's his name? Carter, whoever this dude.
They have kind of like a very relatable breakup where, well, she's very much like a bankroll-y girlfriend where like she likes the bankroll.
It seems like it.
I think she still calls that breakup or that relationship as like, it just didn't work at the time. Like maybe like in years it could have worked. And like it was a hard breakup because they kept breaking up, but then it was like, well, we do love each other and there's nothing really horribly bad about it. So it was just a very slow breakup to the death. Like screwing by your finger.
That's all her breakups though.
Yeah.
All her breakups are like that.
I don't know. She went back and slept with James too. But anyway,
well, Kristen and Ariana's sketch comedy journey is...
Oh, you got to the sketch comedy. Oh my God.
Possibly the worst thing I've ever seen when Kristen is performing up there.
I will skip ahead for those.
Oh yeah. No, I had to jump. I'm like, I cannot do this.
Oh, have you gotten
Brittany, the only one laughing
yet, by the way?
No, haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, you haven't met Brittany's
I think I might
mom?
be an episode away. I don't think so.
Wait.
No, they're picking her up. They're picking her up like in this episode.
Have you seen her yet? She has frosted lipstick and she looks like A skeleton, I guess, is what she looks like. Because in later seasons, she changes her makeup and she looks like a normal, like, good-looking woman. I'm excited to see what you think of her. And she's awful and homophobic. Good. That's in the roast, and the whole roast is him about him doing drugs and shoplifting and being just a general horrible person. And then they talk about how he's also gay. And then at the end, the mom is like, "I really had a problem." It was just with the gay stuff because the homophobia. Because of my homophobia, she like comes right out and says it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say Scheana looks insane. This is Sheena's blue eye contact look.
Oh yeah.
Which is just horrifying. Like looking at her is the scariest fucking
Raquel
thing.
goes into like a hazel blue.
Oh God, Raquel shows up. She has a completely different face. She has like no upper lip. I think she might have gotten a nose job. She looks completely. She's real dumb. She gets a
nose job later, and then she has to get it redone. She goes to Lisa, and she's like, "Well, James came in really hard for a kiss, and then he broke my nose, and you know how it is." And Lisa's like, "What?" So he punched her. But that kind of gets swept under the rug like everything else.
And also, I just want to say, for Lala singing "Like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you."
Ain't nobody got me feeling like I'm feeling you, boy.
Oh,
I like her voice actually. Me and Justine, when we went to the lake last summer, we like pumped that song.
Okay, and I'll leave you with this. We died laughing, went back probably at least 2 or 3 times and rewound it when Scheana and Kristen threw a surprise party for what's her Shay and
Carter. Yeah.
Okay, surprise party, right? And so they have Sandoval telling us about it, and Scheana's like, I've never had or planned a surprise party. And they go to Sandoval and he goes, "You still haven't." Because she told Shay, "Oh, I'm planning a surprise party for Carter. We're planning a surprise party," but it was really for both of them. It was just like Sandoval's burn. He's like, "You still haven't, you dumb fuck." Anyway, so that's great. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm
really into those TikTok newsreel bloopers, which is just my favorite. And I sent you that. The one that I
saw that one,
the horror, the Halloween, but one that I saw was like a woman being. It was like an outro, and the woman's like, "Well, what are you doing after this?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to my niece's surprise birthday party." And the other woman's like, "It's probably not a surprise now, right? If everyone's watching." And the woman's like, "Oh my God, they are all watching. Sorry." That's something I would do. Okay, yeah. What's next here? Oh, yeah.
What's going on Netflix? Wayward.
Okay. This I really recommend this show. I love it. It's written, like directed, executive produced by Mae Martin. Do you know who Mae Martin is? She's like that.
Interesting.
She's on that Handsome podcast, and she was in that
with Tig and Fortune, and she was on that last one, Laughing Canada.
Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of obsessed with them forever. And I think it takes place in 2003, I want to say. And it's about like one of those like camps you send your bad kids to kind of thing. And they are playing a full trans man in this. And I don't know. I think it's kind of, maybe I'm looking too much into it because I was like super stoned when I was watching it. But I'm like, for some reason, this very much works. I like having a trans person out there, but it's not really mentioned overtly, but it's interesting. I think it's good to put Mae as a person who's going to represent the trans community because they're not like overly like, it's not scary, very like unassuming personality, attractive, but not like scary attractive.
Right.
And just a really like easy breezy. And I think it's a really good, smart way to get the trans community more eyesight on, because it's not overtly in your face.
I was gonna say, like, is it like the storyline? Like, it's not the whole storyline.
Not really. And I think it's interesting that they are choosing to play a full trans man in this, and they're in this small town. They're a cop, very like hot, like it. Very I'm very attracted to Mae. I
can see that.
Yeah. And the acting's great. Just the story is very fascinating, and they wrote all of it. I've always been really like supportive of their career. It's number 1 on Netflix right now. It's an 8-part series. Toni Collette is in it. It's great. It's a fascinating story, and I love that it takes place in 2003. Unfortunately, I think a lot of stories probably work better before cell phones became so ubiquitous, because like you're watching
That's a
teens
plot
walk around
line,
and
plot hole.
they're not looking down at their phones. Like everyone just interacts with each other more. So I think
Yeah.
a lot of stories and movies, unfortunately, from now on are going to have to be set in like the earlier days for you to actually get a real human storyline out of it. But I really recommend it. It's great. And May is great. I'm like so proud of them for what they're doing. And Toni
I'm still
Collette
watching. Oh, Toni Collette. Oh, I like her. I'm still watching Task on HBO. I still love it. I still love it.
I'm still watching
Task
the
head
pit
over here. Oh God, what else? The Social Network. What's going on with this?
Oh no. We can put that into the DVR update thing.
Oh, you got it.
What's the next on the list here? Oh, this TikTok thing. I just wanted to talk about this. All right. So are you caught up?
You're really following this hard. So this is a delivery driver who dropped something off at a house and took a Sharpie, wrote the address 5233 on the side of the house on the siding.
This
they
is
needed
crazy,
to take a picture for delivery. Yeah. What?
So
the homeowner was like, what the fuck?
This is through Walmart. I guess they work for Walmart because I used to do Uber Eats and like Instacart and like
there's a Walmart delivery thing. It's like Walmart Deluxe.
Or they probably updated the rules now where you have to put like the address in there. But then the person's like, no, we have our address listed on several parts of the house. But I guess this delivery driver they probably have done this to several houses because they had a Sharpie on hand. They wrote the address.
Outrageous.
Crazy. Like I hope this person got fired. Like that's fucking insane. But then the whole TikTok, the journey, I followed it all weekend, was people suggesting ways to take that off. And the funniest thing for me, it was the first day one of this happening. And people were suggesting all these different things, WD-40 or a shaving cream. And then most of the comments were like, if you write over it with a dry erase board, it'll all wipe off together. And I was like, that actually is true. And nail polish actually works the same way if you didn't know that. If you have like nail polish that won't come off, if you put fresh nail polish over top and then wipe the whole thing off, the under part will come off as well. So everyone was like, yes, dude, that is what will happen. And that in my mind was like, that'll come off immediately. Yeah. So then halfway through the first day, they posted this video of them doing it with like some Star Wars music underneath where they like holding up this Sharpie and they do it and it just does not work at all. And
it makes it even darker.
The comments are like, oh no. And it's still not off. It's starting to come off like little by little.
I thought
not
I saw
all the way.
Oh.
No, not all. Unless you saw something this morning. But as far as I saw last night, it's not off.
Check it out. Sharpie 5233 Sharpie Saga.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Right. And what is, I just wanted to see what this is. Yeah, this that's part of it. So Chris Kattan, big fan, Kattan head over here.
You guys, I have his audiobook. I listened to it. I definitely was still drinking when I listened the first time because it didn't hit me the way this one did. I listened to this 3 times this weekend.
Oh my God.
Because after the first time I listened, I like missed him. The melancholy of it. I missed. Wow. It's very much like why I like Prep and Man of My Dreams because they're both very melancholy books.
Okay.
I love this book so much. I'm obsessed with Chris Kattan now. I feel like he was done so dirty. It makes me hate.
I thought he was supposed to be like a huge asshole.
No, I think the first time I listened to the book, I took it as him being an asshole, but I was obviously drunk enough when I was listening to it. But this time and then now that I've listened 3 times in a row,
I can't believe you listened to it.
His life is so he grew up with this dad who was a like famous voiceover artist. He was like the original voice of like Taylor Smurf. And so he like grew up with his dad who was like he's best friends with his dad. And it's interesting. I thought of you because the dad was his hero. And he's like, now I realize it was it wasn't a father-son relationship. I only saw him on weekends. So it was a party whenever I got to see my dad. And then I thought my mom was this huge bitch, but his mom was like actually parenting him, which I think happens a lot with dads. Right. And then it became like, it was a little too close, the relationship, and his dad would undermine his relationships. I don't know. It's just interesting with comedians, like where Chris Kattan is a very lonely person. He grew up in his formative years living on this mountain with his mom and her new husband. She was very much a hippie, so he just never really got to be around kids. And it was very interesting to see how like he developed, and he just has this obsessive need to be loved. He's like, whenever I'm playing against a woman, I immediately fall in love with them. But then he cares so much about his career that it just never works out because he wants to do comedy and he can't focus on the woman. And And then his time at SNL, he goes through all of his characters, and I love that, just how he developed each character, and he's kind of doing the voices for them. I loved that. And then the whole thing that happened with Will Ferrell, I kind of think Will Ferrell's kind of a dick, the way he really seems to be able to cut people out of his life really quickly and just end it. And he did this to Chris, and it had a major effect on him. During the filming of Night at the Roxbury, Lorne Michaels kind of forced Chris Kattan to have an affair with Amy Heckerling, who wrote Legally Blonde. He also, or not Legally Blonde. What's the other one with Alicia Silverstone? Clueless. Yeah. So she also directed this. She wanted, so they had an affair, and Chris, and then it was just, he was like, it was just a really dark, really like painful time for him. He like didn't want to do it. He felt disgusting. He hated it. And then Will, the first day back at SNL, like called him into his office, and he's like, our friendship is over. Also, like, Chris also didn't handle, he was dating Jennifer Coolidge at the time, and he kind of fucked her over. Everyone was mad at him for that. And Chris is like, I still think about that as the most cringy time of my life. Like, Will was like, we are not friends. It's over. I mean it. And I was like, that's so harsh. And I don't know. I just love it. And then him talking about his dad passing away at the end. It was just Chris. He was doing the middle at the time. Also, he broke his neck doing a sketch in SNL, and he grew up knowing that if you ever make too much noise, yeah, you'll get like insurance or you'll get help, but then nobody's going to want to work with you. And he's been through so much shit already. He's like, I just kept my mouth shut, and his neck was broken. He had to have 3 surgeries. He kept it quiet. So now when he's out in public, he went on Dancing with the Stars, and all of the comments were like, what is with the Hunchback of Notre Dame here? He looks terrible. He looks old. And he's like, I broke my neck 3 times. And he's like, it just sucks because I used to be in this body where I could do peepers and I could run around the stage, and now I'm in a different body that I don't have to
see if he's single. We should reach out to him.
I feel so bad. And he's like, at the SNL reunion concert, they didn't even cut to a shot of me in the audience. And I don't know. I love it. He's damaged. He's complicated. I would never date him, but I would really, if you care about SNL. Speaking of SNL, let's get into our DVR section, shall we? DVR alert. SNL is this week.
Bad Bunny,
who's also apparently doing the Super Bowl this week.
I love sports balls. I'll be watching.
He texted me yesterday, and I thought it was you. And she wrote, they're announcing the Super Bowl in half an hour, and then a fingers crossed emoji. And I thought it was you. And I was like, LOL, who are you hoping for? And then she's like, definitely Ariana, but I'd be happy with Charlie XCX. And I still thought it was you. I thought we were being jovial. And
Jodie learning music.
I thought you were just being like cunty, but then I'm like, oh, this is Justine. I'm like, the conversation worked either way, honestly, but it is bad. God. So check out that. Also another DVR alert. The Social Network is getting a sequel called The Social Reckoning. And it stars Mikey Madison, Jeremy Allen White, FEUD, Bill Burr, and Jeremy Strong as Mark Zuckerberg.
I don't like this. I don't need it.
You hate it?
No, I don't need this.
Well, but actually it looks like it might be interesting because it's about the true story of how Frances Haugen, Mikey Madison, a young Facebook engineer, enlists the help of Jeff Horowitz, FEUD, a Wall Street Journal reporter, to go on a dangerous journey that ends up blowing the whistle on the social network's most guarded secret. So it's about like how Facebook, is ruining everything. So that's actually kind of interesting because Facebook was responsible for a lot of shit.
I think I can hear myself really quick, unless I'm like screaming. Yeah, I mean, no, it changed everything.
Yeah, for the negative for the most part. Another DVR alert is The Perfect Neighbor.
I haven't seen this. What is this about?
I sent this to you, a preview. It comes out the 17th.
Oh, okay.
And it's about this. I already looked up what the story was, but just this fucking bitch, this white woman in Florida who has a bunch of black neighbors. She's constantly calling the police on like the black children around her playing and loudly and constant, and then a murder happens, and then you see
Oh my god. When does that come out?
The 17th.
Okay, 10/17. Oh, I'm watching that. I'm so
I know you have to go for a doctor's appointment, but do we have a time for a quick Amber alert, or do you want to save it?
We definitely have time for an Amber alert, but I do want to just make sure that you guys are watching Dancing with the Stars, because Robert Irwin.
Yes.
He brings joy. I will say that. He just brings joy. Now, last week's performance, not as good as the first.
Okay,
I
what
don't
did he
think
do
the
this
slow
week?
dancing, the slow dancing is not his forte. So I'm gonna cross my fingers for maybe like a rumba, flamenco, like something.
What song did he do?
I don't even remember. It was like something slow. It was like a waltz. I think that first week, that's really like, that's his sweet spot, the jive or whatever that is.
Okay, yeah.
And also watch The Golden Bachelor. I haven't watched it yet because I have to be in a certain mood to like, be able to cringe through it. But Heather McDonald did say that she has a friend on the show. So
she does.
We'll have to find out who that
Surprise,
is.
Heather herself isn't on it. Although I've been on a Heather kick lately. I've been liking a lot of her content.
Okay. Well, if you're watching Golden Bachelor, let us know because I want to know whether it's like really worth binging or not. But yeah, oh God, you know what time it is.
Oh my God.
Amber Alert.
That last
I am
picture.
a good mom.
I'm a damn good mom.
I gave a little sneaky peek if you were there on last Friday for our Browntown Live because it was just so good. Amber was on one, tuned in. She calls me out, actual truth, for sharing her TikToks with Amanda all the time. And Amber might have been maybe partaking in some sort of...
Could not see the color of her eyes. It was just
substance.
Black. Yeah, black.
Enjoy.
It's okay. Your name is Actual Truth. Hi, babies. Tiny Tim, thank you for the heart. Yes, cover this hair up. The beginning of the week, y'all. The beginning of the... I am here to complain. Why do we have to clean every day? Every single flippin' day. Cleaning. I want a condo. I want a 1-bedroom condo. That's what I want. Does anybody want to buy this flippin' house? Like, I want a 1-bedroom condo right now. Breaking out and stuff. Well, this is like dry skin, but still, whatever. I'm still gonna complain. Fucking everything's Amazon, you guys. Amazon or Uber Eats. Oh my God. Well, lately it has been. So if I clean the front room, then the cats go in the front room. If I clean the kitchen, the cats go in the kitchen. If I clean 1 bedroom, the cat's going in that bedroom. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I the only crazy person with a million cats? Complain. Queen, fuck. Hi, sweetie pie. Hi, honey. I just called you sweetie pie. Sitting down for the first time since this morning after...
Oh, that's right. That's when it
And then Amber freezes out with her mouth open, eyes closed, just for like a good 2 minutes, and I left. Yeah. If you're wondering what the hell that was, we're all wondering what the hell that was.
Yeah. Another piece of Teen Mom poos is that Farrah had an episode of Secrets of Celebrity Sex Tapes, and there's a Farrah Abraham episode. It was actually great. I had to buy this. You can't watch this fucking anywhere.
I was just gonna say, where did we find this?
I found it on Apple TV for like $3.50 in Canada, so probably $1.99 in the US. I would recommend watching it, but you know who makes an appearance is your buddy, Michael Abraham.
Oh, Michael, he
emailed you.
Jodie, why aren't you reaching out to Farrah to ask her to be on your show? Wow, Michael.
She didn't know that he was going to be on it. Guess who else makes an appearance? Dr. Pooh.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so how do we do this? Go on Apple TV and search.
It's on
for
A&E.
what?
So if you have cable, you can watch it on A&E. But yeah, you can just buy it. I'm sure in the US you can probably buy it on Amazon Prime. You just can't in Canada. But it's good. It's 45 minutes, and she had no idea that any of these. Kira went in under the idea that she was just being interviewed and it was going to be her story, but then she was surprised to find out that other people are being interviewed in the same segments. But Michael didn't tell her that he was going to do it.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait for this. Look at this little kitty just sitting in your hand.
Yeah. I just love her so much. But anyway, it's great. She's still... I don't know. She refuses to say. It's like she's doing what kind of Mary does with like the catfish banana, where she almost is at 100% admitting fault, but like refuses to just go the full way. She refuses. So she's at the point where she's saying, I did hire James Dean because I was in a sexual awakening and I wanted to remember how good my body was and I had body dysmorphia. So I wanted to make a porn, but then I hired him to make it. So that's why it's like a production. But then it did get leaked. So we knew it was going to get leaked. So that's why we went to Vivid. But people are like, well, why can't you just say you made a sex tape because you wanted to get money? So
just
she refuses.
say it at this point.
Yeah, but whatever. She's doubling down. No, that's
well,
it. I mean, look, I'm
doubling down on seeing you every week because we're going to be live tomorrow or today when you're listening to this on Tuesday, every Tuesday, noon Central, and every Friday, 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you tune in, subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. Give us a little thumbs up on this video if you're watching. And Amanda, anything else before we take it away?
No, check out our Patreon. Check out my other podcast, Pod in the City. All that stuff. You guys know all the stuff to do. We're getting into the new season of television, so make sure you're telling everyone about Patreon. Join, always comment, always share, always like, engage. Join our Facebook group.
We love you.
We love you guys so much. And you know what? You are definitely all adults. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment and click on that bell if you want notifications because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.